now dark and just fall to bits because they're just simply too tired. Latest one I think was Rogue actually that just played the worst games of his life because he just got back from an overseas tournament.
It's always sad to see. I mean, HyuN was the underdog coming into this one, but with everything else on his back, can he take 2 games in a row? What do you think, Minglade?
It's going to be a tough one, Valdez.
Let's see how it goes here on Overgrowth for game number 2. Down here in the bottom left, in the blue, for SK Telecom T1. He's up 1-0 in the series. It is Dream.
And up here in the top right, we do have the player, Rocket Yun. That was perfect. That was a good one.
That was on point. You're getting better, man, like we said before.
Yeah,
practice.
Man, I'm going to take that dude's job, man. I'm going to get paid.
Practice makes perfect.
Let's see what HyuN has got planned for in this game. Valdez.
Oh, thanks for the foot massage, man. That was great.
Don't speak about that on stream, Valdez. All right. Let's see if Dream wants to mix things up.
Look at this. HyuN already sitting on a drone. He scouts his natural. And could be proxy. Could be proxy ads. Could also be gold, I suppose.
That'd be cheeky. I think more than anything else, it's just going to be a simple scout at this point because maybe he's worried of proxy reaper / proxy barracks. It is Dream. Dream is dangerous, though he doesn't really like to go for the proxies these days. He likes to play more of a straight up game.
Okay.
He's just a little nervous, you know. Just wants to be extra safe against this kind of player. Doesn't want to go out to a cheese, which I can understand and appreciate.
Yeah. I mean, we saw him play safe in game number 1, playing safe here in game number 2 in a different way. And yeah, it's all fine and dandy. Not going to lose too much money, even taking some SCVs off the line at the same time. So it's all going to pretty much even out here. Also gets the scouting done. We're going to see Gas coming down for himself as well.
Yeah. Yeah, just a normal kind of opening from HyuN. I'm curious to see if he's going to go for that Roach style again. He didn't find much luck with it last game, though he did deflect everything up until the point of his doomed attack. He was looking great, in my opinion. I was like, yes, this is looking to be a great game. But then he attacked, and everything just went wrong. If he can change that this game, Valdez, I'm thinking there's good hope here that HyuN will have a shot.
Yeah, I want to just see him play straight up against Dream. I want to see if he can actually go toe-to-toe in like a, straight Lingbane Muta versus Bio. Let's just see what he can do. Again, Dream going to commit to more than 1 Reaper, probably going to be 3 once again. Wouldn't be surprised to see him just play the same, pretty straight up. I think he's pretty confident in this match. Yeah,
it's pretty much the most basic style of Terran versus Zerg you can play right now, but it's also probably the most robust, and it is one of the safest as well. Adding this many Reapers early on, you've got a lot of map control, you've got a lot of potential for harassment, a lot of ability to deny creep, and when you get Hellions out as well, like 4 to 6, you can actually just start bullying the Zerg, forcing them to make more Zerglings. And then from there, if you're going to go into Banshees, you're going to be immune to any sort of Roach timing. If you choose not to, because you scout so well with the Reapers, you just go into a very healthy 3-base game.
Yep. And of course, because you're Terran, you can make that CC in the main base, make it totally safe. Fly that out when you're ready.
Exactly right.
Yep. So Dream getting a good scout too. He actually goes and sees the gas and sees the speed making. So there you have it. 3rd CC coming down. This time even a bit earlier, I think.
Yeah, you might be right there. He's definitely on point to get it up very quickly, as fast as possible without sacrificing anything. And once again, losing a Creep Queen. You can't afford to do this, especially this early in the game. He should have been using these Zerglings to try and buffer for them. I think that was probably the bigger mistake. Obviously, he doesn't want to let the Reapers jump into the main base and try and go for drones, but it's much harder for that to happen, and much harder for him to find damage that way.
Yeah. especially when you have speed coming up. I think it would have been just fine to send those Lings out here. But regardless, small mistakes. Third base comes down for HyuN.
Very nice. Everything looking normal. Everything looking the same. It's just about what HyuN wants to do from here. Is he going to add a couple more gases and a Roach Warren, or is he going to... Obviously not going for the gases this time, but he's still adding a lot of queens. He's going to have 2 creep queens this time, losing 1 extra.
I like it. Just make yourself a little bit safe against what Dream is doing. It looks like he's identified this is the style he wants to play. Just go toe-to-toe with it. This time we're going to see Banshees coming through. Last time we saw a Viking very fast to get rid of the Overlord and not much after. Just straight medevacs, but this time committing to some more harass.
Now, I wonder if that's because he simply couldn't get enough of a scout into the main base or anything like that, so he's just like a little worried that anything could be coming his way, including, you know, Roach bailing, Roach Ling, some kind of early aggression. If you have Banshees on the map, you're going to deflect it a lot easier. Look at this trading. Look at the micro for both players. The queens are so low.
Really liked HyuN's micro in this fight, by the way. Really got to give props to him, not losing anything here.
Yeah.
Maybe like a single Zergling, but that's about it.
Oh, very nicely done. And same for Dream, you know, he's been trading really nicely with his Hellions and Reapers, taking decent hits on each and pulling it back in time. But when this Banshee comes along, here comes the next problem, because these queens are going to be pretty softened up by the time this Banshee gets here.
Yeah. No cloak on the Banshee, by the way. It's just going to be 1 for now. Let's see exactly where he throws that. He is going straight for the queens, but he's got to fight with the rest of this. Trying to target down that Banshee is HyuN. Banshee gets pretty low, but he loses 1 queen.
Okay.
And 2 more queens being added to the mix. HyuN really committing to this defense.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Just adding so many queens. Not a bad choice against this composition. Obviously, Hellion, Banshee, they do a lot of work, but they do get pretty countered by queens in decent numbers.
I also love the fact that HyuN got his double Evo chamber up very fast because he knows with the style, Dream's upgrades are going to be a little bit slower. So he's like, okay, I'll try to get that out this time. I'm not going to go for roaches, and he'll be ahead at least in upgrades up until that 2-2.
Yep, very true. He's going to have a slight, maybe 40-second lead in his upgrades. Yeah. Nice little window there.
I just like the way he's playing this map in general better than the first one. You know, maybe that first one a little bit rusty. Not really rusty, but, you know, a little bit slow with that jet lag we were talking about. But now it seems like he's pretty much coming into form.
Yeah, he's looking a lot better this game already. He was looking great in last game up to a point. Like
up until that attack.
Until the attack, he was looking fantastic. Like, he had a 4th base up and running. Everything looked like it all went according to plan, but then that attack happened. And that's something we've seen from him in the past as well. Like, he loves to just go crazy, go ham on these Terrans. Even when they're set up, he just wants to crash into them with as much as he can at a certain time. Oh,
one more.
Oh, but the surround on the Lings.
Nice.
Oh,
and it cuts 4 of them.
Ooh,
so close.
So close. All right, so every Hellion essentially is going to be wiped out in the map, giving Zerg back map control on the ground.
Yeah, and he's going for a big swell of Lings now.
Yeah, he might have like smelled blood in the water, but at the same time, he forgot his Baneling nest, Valdez.
Yeah, I just noticed that. What?
So really, the blood is his, and everything is going wrong. But
getting supply blocked at the same time. Our observer loves to point that out. By the way, he's really on point. Shout out
he's
to
a stickler, man.
TKS.
Yeah, he's a stickler for the supplies, but it is fair. Getting this Baneling nest really ruins everything for HyuN.
That's the bigger thing.
If he had Banelings right now, he could deal with his 3rd base. He could actually crash into it, remove the SCVs, force him off, at least off the line.
Seems like he's going to go for it anyway. No, backs off. That would have been actually okay because there were 2 drops going out.
Yeah.
Could have maybe run into the mineral line and jumped out there again.
Maybe a little afraid of the drops on the map too, you know. He's keeping his Lings here, but when you see an army that small, maybe you think twice about where everything is. It's like, well, where are all the Marines and the Medivacs? Like, they're clearly not at home. They must be on the map. And here they go. They're unloading in a very dangerous place. They could actually just stem kill this hatchery. And here we go. He's going to do it.
Yeah, look at this. HyuN is sending all of his units back to deal with that drop. In the meantime, Dream going to buy a lot of space in the middle of the map, clean up a lot of this creep. Big trades with his mutas. Uh-oh.
That is not okay. You cannot be trading mutas like that. He just got them out, and he already lost a few. And also at the same time, losing all the creep on the right side. He's going to get a couple of medivacs with these mutas by the looks of things, but he definitely took the back end of that trade. That mutable took big hits.
Going to try to remake some of that now, but Dream looking pretty good. He's got the third base up now. He's got 66 SCVs. Sitting pretty. Just trying to get that production up now. But look at this. Some turrets are actually late in the main. Only making one now. Trying to make up for those mutas he lost earlier, but...
Yeah, but with only 6 mutas, you can only do so much. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not enough. You want at least 8 for, like, comfortable harassment early on, but build from there. Let's see what he can do. There's actually no turrets in any of these bases. A huge mistake from Dream.
And there's none here at the third base either.
No.
There's one bunker, but it's out of position.
It's like surprising amounts of damage. It's really too much, actually. Like, he didn't lose too many SCVs, but he had to pull like each and every line for a moment at least.
There's another drop heading towards the top left. One spine crawler, one spore, not yet finished.
Nice place to put it as well. It's going to do at least a little bit of damage to pull the units off. Trade with some lings. Could maybe even get out alive if he wanted to.
They're trying to focus down some mutas here even. Gonna get one. Nice transfuse there on the second one.
Yeah. Now it looks like it's finally time for Dream to move out. And they're pretty even in supplies, which is kind of scary. The good thing for HyuN is he does have all this creep spread around his fourth base, which is so important at this point of the game. You have to have the creep spread here, or it's so hard to fight this kind of parade push.
Yeah. All those queens from earlier on that were doing the defending, they're now spreading creep. I know you love to see that, Moonglade.
I love it, Valdez. But look, one thing I don't love is the lack of banelings we have in this army. Currently only sitting at about 13 right now. He's going to need a few more to come from a lot of different angles. There's so many mines, so many marines, and medivacs to deal with this. And here we go, another big engagement.
Let's see how the baneling hits go. Really nice spreads here from Dream. The Widow Mine hits are not the best, though, and pushing through. It looks like HyuN's going to be able to clean this up.
Yeah, still has enough to clean everything up. Didn't lose actually too much. Maintaining 13 mutas and a ton of ling.
Look at all these very weak medivacs now. Gonna pick off. Oh, it looks like 2. Just barely not.
He wanted that one so badly. 1 on 3 HP.
But yeah, keeps that fourth base alive, and it's gained a lot of map control now. It looks like HyuN wants to put on some harass towards that third base, or possibly even check for a fourth base, but nice little wall. Dreams got set up there at the third base.
Yeah, deciding not to take his fourth just yet. Looks like it will be now, and it's not actually going to be the goal base. It's going to be the mid-left base. So he wants a bit of a staging point with a planetary so he can continue the parade push up to that top left base, which makes a lot of sense. It's a very smart decision, I think.
Yeah, nice meter control, and oh, here we go. Big baneling run by, gonna knock down that wall, but nice amount of bio here. Push this back. All he's got to do is remake that wall, and not a bad trade for Dream. A lot of banelings going down there.
Yeah, not really finding too much at all. That was a pretty heavy gas investment for very little return. And now it looks like we're actually going to see a big attack from HyuN. He wants to go the same route.
Well, maybe if he's got a follow-up this time. You know, Dream recently getting that fourth base. Looks like he wants to protect that one. Not much over here. Going straight for that wall first without banelings. Here we go, pushing through.
It's a bit of a meat grinder in this hallway. These Banes are going to have to get good hits, and Dream is definitely going to have to split well. But a lot of damage going down, and we might even see that CC die.
Not the best splits here from Dream. Actually taking good trades is HyuN. Trying to get that repair down. He doesn't get it, though. And a lot of SCVs going down here, and he stops that third base from mining, destroying the orbital.
Yeah, he's completely annihilated the orbital, got rid of every SCV, and he traded so well with that army.
But at the same time, one drop, 2 Widow Mine gets 14 drones at the fourth base.
That is a lot of kills. That is fair, yeah.
And look at this, 3-3 about to finish up here for Dream. He's got +3 attack. We have +3 armor on the way, and no hive in sight for HyuN. I did not see an infestation pit either.
Nope.
And
we have none.
Here's the scary part for HyuN.
Yeah, this is actually the scary part. If he had to maintain that fourth base, I dare say Dream would be in a winning position. But from here, if he is down that one base, the upgrade advantage is not going to be as important or as insanely big as it should be.
Look at that, still no turret at the natural.
Yeah, he is making some big mistakes this game.
Oh, and look at this. HyuN is not even going to fight this army straight up. Oh, he turns those Banes around, but he's getting huge damage done at the natural of Dream. Dream seems to want to just go for it. Bane's rolling through, but nice pickups in the medevac.
Oh, only maintaining like 6 Marines in this army there. You might get the 4th and maybe the 3rd base if he can deal with all the reinforcements, but his production is camped at this point.
HyuN's definitely got the win of this trade at least.
He's got the checkmate position, if I like to put it into chess terms, Valdez. There's no way you can come back from this, not when your armies get picked apart as it comes out of the Raxon factory.
Yeah, and look at the supplies. HyuN is up 70. Dream, he's going to try to lift his CCs, but I think it's game over for this Terran.
That is completely over. 100 supply down, essentially.
GG. HyuN going to take a game off of Dream, and we're going to game 3.
We are. Look at that.
Look at this guy.
Look at this guy. All he had to do was play normal. He just had to play a normal game. None of this roach business. Played Link Bane Muter, deflect until he got him.
Well, also, all he has to do is not do one of those crazy attacks where he loses his entire army.
Yeah, that makes a big difference as well. Fantastic game from HyuN. Very surprised to see him play that style and to see him play it so damn well.
Dream looking a little bit frustrated, actually. Usually he doesn't show many emotions on his face, but not happy with that loss.
Yeah, he seems a little bit down in spirits today, like looking a little bit more tired than usual, I have to say. Maybe he's not feeling too well. Who knows? But definitely not the same kind of Dream we usually see in that booth.
And HyuN, with that win, he's definitely going to get that momentum in this series. Let's see if his confidence can pull him through once again. Of course, great play in that game. What do you think was like the turning point in that game where HyuN really grabbed it into his focus? Was it that backdoor attack on the 3rd base where Dream was out on the mount?
That was the biggest hit of all, man. Just not enough units there, not enough of a reaction from Dream. Dream was just simply camping that 4th base for too long. Maybe he even took his 4th too late as well. He had that